Who do we have? We have Bill Palmer from Murray, Kentucky, and he likes to play at the Johnson Bar in Paducah, Kentucky. And also, he plays virtually at the Pand Open Mic and sometimes at Open Mic Corona. Take it away, Bill.
Hello, hello. Let's see. I can only see myself here, but so I'm assuming if I don't hear from anybody that everything is set up properly. This song, not the complete title, but in the title is the name Grooves, or the word Grooves. And it's a result of losing my phone, having a friend that had a very serious problem that I was very upset about, and having to have a way to deal with it, and a bike ride near dunes on the beach. So. I got a letter from my doctor, well, I got it in the mail. Said I missed my appointment, my health could be in peril. They said this was the second time I missed our health meeting. Well, I scratched my head and began to think who this darn doctor was. Thought that I wasn't in the pink when I went to the doctor. I didn't really recognize him. He said I had a problem and I should realize it. Then he sat me down and looked me in the face and said, here's a situation that I have to embrace. I'm losing grooves in my brain and I'll never be the same. I'm losing grooves in my brain and I'll never be the same. I'm losing grooves in my brain. I'm losing grooves in my brain. He said, well, I'll never be the same. He said, well, your brain's got lots of ridges, just like a vinyl record. When you put that needle down, your memories play a song, making music in your brain. He said, well, it's sort of like a chord, but sand is blowing all around, deep inside my head, slowly filling up my ridges with lots of sand instead. So when I place that needle down to play a pretty song, I get snaps and pops playing all day long. Well, I got snaps and pops and cherry lollipops. I got snaps and pops and cherry lollipops. I got snaps and pops with ice cream and sprinkles on the top. I've got pops and snaps and big old memory gaps. I've got sand in my brain, more like a drifting snow, covering up my grooves and almost everything. I know I got a letter from my doctor, well, I got it in the mail. They said I missed my appointment, my health would be in peril. It said this was like the 9th time I missed our big old health meeting. Well, I scratched my head and commenced to think who this darn doctor was that thought that I wasn't in the pink. I'm losing grooves in my brain and I'll never be the same. I'm losing grooves in my brain and I'll never be the same. I got snaps and pops and cherry lollipops. I got the pops and snaps and big old memory gaps. I got sand in my brain, more like a drifting snow, covering up my grooves and almost everything I know. I'm losing grooves in my brain. I got a letter from my doctor, well, I got it in the mail. I'm losing grooves in my brain. I'm losing grooves. I'm losing grooves in my brain. And I'll never be the same. I'm losing grooves in my brain. but I'm feeling just the same.
Wow.
The second one is kind of different, I guess. Hold on, I've got to figure out how to make this change. Sorry for the delay. And this sort of fits in with what Joseph Isaacs was saying about celebrity. This is called Celebrity Love Letter. It's kind of, I'm not a big fan of celebrity, although I guess if I was a celebrity I would like it. But it's kind of a sad love letter to celebrities, maybe a very honest one. We watch you in the cafes and we watch you in the bars. We watch you talking to your people when you're driving in your car. We don't care about what you know, all we care about is what you do. Life is like a great big wheel, all we care about is how you make us feel. Think we want your money as we watch you dance around your social indiscretions, and we go into a trance. You're shaking on the dance floor, showing off your moves, flaunting your successes like you've got something to prove. Oh, P.S. oh, P.S. oh, do you think that we love you? We don't know what's in store for you, but we've got nothing to lose. We hope you'll push it to the limit. We'd never disapprove. Oh, P.S. oh, P.S. whoa, do you think that we love you? We are the altogether. We are the through and through. We are all those people who really don't care about you. And when we finally ask you about those things, you know, we've got our fingers in our ears. We're turning up our nose. We don't care about your soul, but we really like your clothes. We don't care about your soul, but we really like your clothes. We don't care about what you know, all we care about is what you do. Life is like a great big wheel, all we care about is how you make us feel. We watch you in the cafes, we watch you in the bars. Watch you talk to people when you're driving a car. Well, we don't care about what you know, all we care about is what you do. Life is like a great big wheel, all we care about is how you make us feel. We watch you in the cafes and we watch you in the bars. We watch you talking to your people when you're driving in your car. We don't don't care about what you know, I care about what you do. Life is like a great big wheel, all we care about is how you make us feel.
My goodness, wow.
Amen.
Hey guys,
Hi there,
How you
Bill.
doing, man?
I'm good.
I gotta say one thing about that first song. There's something about writing a light-hearted sounding song about some heavy stuff that I really enjoy.
Sometimes I just almost, you want to express something, but if you go down that hole, you know what I mean. But it still needs to be said. Sometimes I don't know. It just seems.
Yeah, a peppy song about something hard is.
I mean, it's kind of like myself putting in myself trying to imagine the situation that my friend was in as he got worse and worse and worse. And my question, I was always asking myself, does he have any idea that he's changing? And I don't know. My wife and I were talking about that yesterday in the car, and I'm just like, yeah, it's
So
weird.
one of the common themes I get from both of those songs too is that this is like, coping strategy. That a lot of
Exactly.
like, how do you process this stuff that has no easy answers to? You write a song about it, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. And then I think then you have what you think is a good thought, or maybe not a good thought, but maybe to go boldly, maybe an important thought, that somebody else might be interested in thinking about. But, you can't really bring it up in a conversation, or you can, but, but it's, maybe you could just kind of put it out there, and then, we can laugh about it, but go,
Right.
So I think a lot of the songs you heard tonight are, similar kind of a situation. You can't you'd like to have that conversation, but it's hard to find that person to have that conversation with. But maybe you could put in a song, and then you could sneak up in front of people, and it's like a bar and nobody's listening. You can just say it, right?
Well, and if somebody does, suddenly they get permission to have those thoughts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All got it,
Yeah, slightly forbidden conversation thread, but okay, we got that now.
Difficult for daily combo.
Well, it's kind of, like you plant the seed, you maybe, I guess I spent 30 plus years as a teacher of sorts, so I guess there's the feeling that you're always trying to, spread some information maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. And correct me if this isn't what you're going for, but it does seem like, as Rob said, you had a light touch for a heavy topic. Is humor important in your daily life and in your songwriting?
I think the idea of a coping mechanism is probably pretty right on. I get accused of probably, not being as serious as I should, telling you, trying to make light of things that maybe you shouldn't. But for me, it's important. And, it's been, I think we've all probably had some pretty dark situations, and for me, it's been very helpful. And hopefully, luckily, I don't have much of that for a long time, but.
Hey, you know what to do when it comes along, though, right?
Perhaps. Deflecting.
Or observe and redirect.
Yeah, maybe.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, your voice and your guitar are beautifully matched. I really enjoyed both of those songs.
Well, thank you. I try to work hard on having the technology and the instrument, and then trying to get better at the instrument and the voice to make that happen. So it's nice, and it's especially nice to play in front of, compared to playing at an open mic or even somewhere where you're featured and nobody's really listening. This is like the best thing that I can do, really, is to have other people that are sweating too to make a high quality product, to go out there and put it out there in front of those people who, for the most part, are listening, right, you guys? But it's special. To me, it is. I like knowing that that's there.
Oh, and I got to give you props for that range. You hit a couple really low notes and a couple really high notes.
Yeah, I try to like on some of the other open mics that I do, I'll try to do some Roy Orbison, and then I'll try to do, you know, low stuff, but constantly trying to, you know, it's hard to expand your range, but you know, I think I've expanded it a quarter step maybe, you know, working
Same
on it.
song, that's a bold statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I try to do that. I try to challenge myself to at least have a couple, you know, little places where I can try to, you know, slip on a banana if I'm not careful, you know.
Well, it was wonderful, Bill. Thank you so much for those songs, and we'll look forward to hearing you again on Open
Thank
Mic.
you. Thanks you so much for the interview and everybody for listening. Thank you.
Definitely our pleasure.
Till next time.
Thank you, Bill. And yes, we were listening. We were listening. And it'll be on YouTube for posterity, so more people can listen. That was wonderful. Thank you.